Okay, welcome everyone. We like to start on time here at Incentive Concepts, and we want to be cognizant of your time. So, on behalf of our team here with IC, I'd like to welcome you to our webinar today. It's called Extraordinary Memorable Events, Gifts for Every Occasion. Sorry about that. We are going to provide information and resources today to help you for anybody responsible for planning an incentive or recognition event. And we certainly appreciate you joining us today. Hope you're having a wonderful day getting ready for the summer. This is meant to be an educational and informative webinar. Should last around 30 to 45 minutes. We kindly ask you to turn off those alerts to fully engage with us. This will help you get the most out of the presentation today. Important note, we are recording this webinar and we'll send a recording out afterwards along with some other resources, so make sure to look for that in a follow-up email. Now, before we get any further, we want to hear from you. Did you know that today, May 21st, is National Eat More Fruits and Vegetables Day? I had my fruit this morning with breakfast. We'd love to hear from you in the chat. What's your favorite fruits and vegetables? Okay, put it in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. Favorite fruits and vegetables. That'll get us started today. Michelle, I'm going to have you introduce yourself, and maybe you can tell us about your favorite fruits and vegetables. So, Michelle, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Michelle Berkla. I've been with Incentive Concepts 9 years this month. So excited for that. Started with our B2B team, and now part of the events team. In my free time, I like to garden, cook, and travel. So that's about it.
Favorite fruits and vegetables?
Oh, favorite fruit. Everybody knows here I usually have a couple handfuls of blueberries every morning.
Love it. I love the chats that are coming in here. There's so many great ones here. We got pineapple, watermelon, mango. Oh, neat. Broccoli and cantaloupe. Dean, he's very healthy there. Blackberries. Oh, love it. Love it. Okay. That was kind of a fun way to start it. That's fantastic. I'm Andy Hudson. I'm Director of Marketing for Incentive Concepts, and I love working with our event gifting team here at Incentive Concepts. I've been here for about 8 years. Home here is St. Louis, Missouri, home of the Cardinals. As you probably know, we were hit with a huge storm and tornado just last Friday. Very scary day. Huge storm came through, but everyone on our team was safe. We certainly are thinking about everyone more closer to the city of St. Louis, and hopefully everybody's staying safe and that you're staying safe out there too. So welcome aboard again. Let's get started. Here's our agenda for today. As mentioned, it's going to last about 30 to 45 minutes, so we'll have chances to engage and interact. A lot of the topics are going to be highlighted via our handheld camera, which you'll see here in a few minutes. We will have Q&A at the end, but if you have questions along the way, please put it in the chat. We'd be happy to answer any of those as well. And there's going to be Incentive Concepts teammates on the chat. I see several of them, and they can help answer or engage with you as well. Okay, so that's the agenda. Let's move on to our first kind of item here, which when we asked people to RSVP, we also included them an opportunity to send us a photo. So here's a few photos we received from some of our attendees. Any of these jump out at you, Michelle?
Gosh, there's so many great moments here, but I think it's all the smiling faces of like joining in with friends and family, weddings, charitable events, running into people at events that just always make a moment so special and fun.
Yeah, these are great pictures here. I recognize a few faces on there. And then we've got another one here with some other great photos, including a soccer player up there and some other great, looks like Napa. This photo of me, I kind of snuck that in there, Michelle, but this was a great opportunity at the Inspired Home Show last spring or earlier this spring. I actually ran into Gavin and Laura from Work Human, which is a great partner of ours. Totally spontaneously and randomly, we ran into each other. We've got a great partnership with Work Human and appreciate that partnership and being able to meet Gavin and Laura as well. So fantastic. Now, also, when people RSVP'd, they put in their favorite event that they've ever attended, and we want to highlight a few from here. Carol from Helms Briscoe can't pick just one, which obviously for event planners is probably hard. Megan from Acceleration Partners lists a Make-A-Wish event called the Trailblaze Challenge. I kind of looked this up, Megan, and it looks like a fantastic event, very inspiring. So appreciate you for sharing that. And then Michelle, do you know anything about this band that Jessica from Blue Dog mentions here? Or?
I don't, but anytime there's a live music event, I am there. Bring it on.
Awesome. Love it. And then this one, we had tons of people talk about their wedding being their best event they've ever attended, which I think is fantastic. So Kelly, Brianna, Mauricio, and Grace. Michelle, why do you think people list their wedding as their favorite ever event?
Well, wedding and event planning is kind of where I started my career, and seeing how you sit down, bring the moments that you've dreamt about all your life to fruition and surrounding it again with friends and family, it's never going to forget those great memories.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I have fond memories of my wedding. Let's move along here. We're going to kind of shift gears now and talk about some stats we found out here in the kind of corporate gifting world. As you know, Incentive Concepts represents about 50 brands, actually more than 50 brands for rewards and experiences, event experiences, corporate gifting. But this is kind of a revealing stat here that we wanted to share with everyone about the growth of the corporate gifting global market. So, Michelle, what's your main observation here?
The growth rate is strong, and corporate gifting is still just as valuable as it ever was. So it continues on, and we love to be part of that growth.
Yeah, for sure. That's a pretty impressive thing here, all the way up to, 2029, when there's going to be, what is that, 125,000 billion? I wonder what number that is. Anyway, it's
a
huge.
large one.
It's a large one. And then this other stat here, courtesy of North Star and Cvent, is pretty revealing as well. It's got some great kind of takeaways here. But Michelle, what's the main takeaway for you?
Face-to-face meetings and just how important they are. Love sitting down with someone one-to-one to hear what is important to them. So being on site at events or just being there and getting your team together is just such a great opportunity. And it's going to continue growing as well.
Yeah, for sure. We also have a really cool partnership with a group called the Beyond Collection. I know there's people that are involved with the Beyond Collection joining us today, so welcome to you all. But this is a slide they shared at a recent event, and I want you to kind of touch on a few of the ones that kind of resonate best with you.
Yeah, well, I love our partnership as the gifting partner for the Beyond Collection and being part of their event. So definitely there's three that stick out to me. The thoughtful, curated, and unique gifts. Love coming up with unique ideas and fitting a client's needs. So that's always fun. Wellness, fitness, and mental health time. It's so important to myself. And just talking to others at these events, I hear it over and over again. So that always just is a great resonating moment. Then local experience. When you're on site, you just walk away with a great memory of everything that you take in from the place you're visiting. So those are my three favorite.
Yeah, love it, love it. And we have a great relationship with the Beyond Collection, so we appreciate you letting us borrow this stat here. Before we go to our next topic, I just want to see if anyone, Kevin Hagan likes grilled asparagus, pan-seared Brussels sprouts. That sounds delicious. Lots of blackberries out there. We pick fresh blueberries in July, freeze them, and enjoy the treats all winter long. Sounds like blueberry pies to me. Maybe some jam. Love it. Keep eating those fruits and vegetables, folks. It is Fruits and Vegetables Day, so good stuff. All right, we're going to shift over to our next agenda topic now, and we're going to move to our handheld camera. And we updated our conference rooms recently with some event gifting themed kind of spotlights or setups. And Michelle, what's going to happen is we're going to walk through these. You're going to kind of talk to us as the camera pans. Okay, we ready to go for the first one? Okay.
Yep, let's do it.
Here's our first two sections. Let's go ahead. Take it away, Michelle.
So we're going to start over at the innovation side once we get over there. Mm-hmm. So we feature Bose first. Bose is our flagship brand, known for quality sound. And then the three units we're going to show down below are the SoundLink family speakers. So we start with the SoundLink Max in the center, mm-hmm. black, and then also a wonderful blue tone. Then we go over to the Micro. Those are great for the grab and go. So they're great for on-site gifting and then taking with you anywhere you go. And then the Flex, the SoundLink Flex second generation, also has the option for decoration. Andy, you're a golfer. What do you think mm-hmm. about Blue Tees?
Blue Tees is a relatively new brand for us. Fantastic rangefinders, speakers that you can put on your golf cart. Love this brand. A great way to enjoy your music while still understanding your yardage to the pin.
Yeah. And then Audio Technica, definitely known for their studio headphones, but then also there you have a great line of audio and tabletop players, consumer goods, etc. So we love being with them as well. Mm-hmm.
And then this looks like Ember, which I think are temperature controlled mugs, kind of a higher end experience to keep your coffee nice and warm. Now let's move up to this next section, which I think is resort.
It is. Resort is a great theme for us because so many events take place on the beach. So doing a lot of sunglasses and flip-flop events. First, we're going to feature Smith, which also has skiing. And Andy, you're a skier, right?
I do some snow skiing every once in a while. Got to wear a helmet. And my first pair of goggles ever was Smith. The cool thing about this brand is it also includes blenders and SunCloud, which are part of the Smith Optics family. So we can really hit different price points when it comes to sunglasses. Let's move to the flip-flops, though, here.
Hari Mari, one of our favorite brands when it comes to flip-flops. Great options when it comes to men and women. So it works for your whole entire group. Love these as you can wonderfully pair a flip-flop and a sunglass option. And then we have Costa. Costa, I love these frames because they're a lifestyle brand, but they're also meant to be worn on the water. Plus, they have the reef program for sustainability.
Looks like you can even put a logo on the stems, which is fantastic. That's important to some people. And then what are we looking at here, last but not
Lily
least?
Pulitzer, a little bit of our collection, resort collection with them as well.
Yeah, that's some really cool kind of trendy and beach-inspired products there. Thank you for doing that, Michelle. That was fantastic. We'd love to hear from you in the chat if you're enjoying kind of what we're looking at here. So put it in the chat. Great resort-themed items. And what type of events, Michelle, would these type of products really, work well for?
Oh my gosh, any event. Sorry, I'm seeing so many chats come in too, so I hope our team is going ahead and taking care of those. Love all the comments coming in, but really any resort on-site gifting works wonderfully for those.
Yeah, for sure. And as mentioned, Blue Tees was in there for golf. We can't forget that we also added a new brand, just our most recent new brand that we onboarded called MGI Golf. Wasn't represented in that walkthrough, but really high-end electric golf caddies, which are fantastic, very popular, so make sure to check them out. We do have some comments coming in. We're going to let our team that's joining us kind of answer those, and we can certainly, Amy Jo, we are going to send out a sheet afterwards, resources to all of this information, so make sure to check that out. Let's look at a few more comments that came in when people RSVP'd. Looks like Kim from Cooley LLP remembers the summer solstice from back a while. And then Tess' favorite event was a secret family reunion by Club Ichi. That sounds really cool. Michelle, this last comment here about the Women's Sports Foundation annual fundraiser has a give back component. What does that mean to you?
I love any event that has that charitable give back piece, especially such a great, valuable foundation group. You just walk away feeling good.
Yeah. And somebody asked, do you provide on-site staff for sunglasses and sandals experiences? We absolutely do. And Michelle, you can kind of just talk really quick about how that works, or?
I love the on-site sunglasses and sandal events because it becomes such a great interactive between those attendees. Your first thing you're going to do is put on a pair of sunglasses, turn to a person maybe you don't know that well and say, what do you think of these? So it really starts the conversation, the connections flowing for the week.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go to our next two themes now, and we're going to keep this rolling pretty fast. But Michelle, we've got two more to look at here. So where are we going to start?
We're going to start at the wellness. I think one of my favorite categories these days. First, we're going to start talking more about that physical wellness, yoga, definitely dear to my heart here. But you can go ahead, home, office, as you need to help support your mind and body for your day-to-day lifestyle. Next, Hyperice, great for travel. This is the Pro unit. Love this unit for at home. And then we also have the Go and the Hypersphere Go items. Those are TSA approved. So Andy, I know you're big into fitness too, so I think this is one of your favorites.
This little one here I use every day. I am a basketball referee, and so I use it on my feet, use it on my calves and Achilles after running the court. It's great. And looks like we got some Corksicle here too. Fantastic brand.
Love Corksicle. Definitely that green aspect again. That's very popular within the industry. And plus we can do a Corksicle bar, which is beautiful. And last but not least is Lifeline Fitness down there.
Okay.
Great items. Again, home office gym, perfect. Style
Yeah.
collection, love it. We're going to start off with Steve Madden. Some great trend options, always on point. Great color stories within their collection as well.
Yeah. And then this
Kate,
looks like, yeah, Kate Spade. Love this one too, huh?
Kate Spade speaks for itself. Everybody knows the name, that brand recognizable name, classic tradition styles, but with a little bit of fun in there too with their color at times. So that's always great to have those options. It also makes great for that guilt gift, we call it. So if someone's gone for the week, they want to go ahead and redeem for someone else, their significant other in their life.
Yep.
Coach, again, that name, everybody knows Coach and the quality that goes with it.
Yeah, and they have some men's products too here, which is great, so that you can offer for both the female and the male attendees.
Yes.
Okay, and we got one last thing here, which I think is really fun.
The pet collection from Kate Spade. It's such bright, fun pieces. It's iconic Kate Spade.
Love it, love it. Thank you so much for that. The cool thing about our style products that I think that we need to mention, our fashion, is that we warehouse all of these things here, and we have an amazing brand partner, Cindy Henry, who I think is on the webinar right now, and she is very in tune with all the styles and goes to market several times a year, so we know exactly what's on style, on trend, and she can help curate a nice selection for you. But a lot of amazing brands were mentioned just there, like Hyper Ice, Coach. Why do these type of global name brands do so well for event programs?
Because they're really a gift. Maybe you wouldn't buy it for yourself, but being gifted something you didn't know that you needed in your life, you walk away coming home with something that you just treasure. So,
Yeah.
Again, the interactiveness too on those, everyone turns and will start using the Hypervolt on someone who's standing next to them, and just really the play and interactiveness. I love that on site.
Yeah, great comment here from Emily from PPAI, Emily Codner. She says, Kate Spade is classic and was such a beautiful giveaway at our Women's View event. The recipient was thrilled. I was fortunate to be there. Even though it was a women's event, I got to film it. And I agree, Emily, that was fantastic. We're so glad we were able to participate with you. Cindy Henry, our fashion person that I just mentioned, was our kind of ambassador there for that women's event. One thing else I want to mention is the strength. One of our strengths is the relationships we have with our brand partners. And actually, there's some people attending our webinar today represented from this wellness section. So shout out to Brendan from Hyper Ice, Kim from Corksicle, and Felicia from Lifeline, which includes those yoga products. We appreciate your support. And without you, we wouldn't be able to do what we do, but we truly appreciate you for that. So let's look at a few more RSVP comments that came in when people signed up. We've got a couple here. Favorite event moments. Melissa from Granite Construction attended a luxury hotel event. Our good friend David Bard was on the Orient Express train on New Year's Eve. That sounds fantastic. And then this other one, this is kind of a great testimonial, don't you think, from Cherie?
I think it's a great one. Our team works so hard every day to provide the best, better, and getting the love back from our customers is always appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Cherie from Ogio Marketing, for that lovely comment, and to everyone else who commented. That's great. Two more sections of our event gifting themes. Let's roll those right now, and we can look at what we're talk about what we're looking at next. Go ahead, Michelle.
Love the travel collections and pieces that make your travel and on the go so much better, easier. Started off with some Ricardo Beverly Hill travel cases, prepping for your trip. These are the Stephanie Johnson collection. Sorry. Just makes it start the right way. So from having packing cubes, toiletry bags, noise canceling headphones, it makes the experience of travel better. And Andy, I think this bag just got an award. You want to tell us more about it?
Yeah, that Ricardo bag that we just looked at, the Rodeo Drive 2.0, won the Newsweek customer's favorite, I believe, Reader's Choice Award for Best Carry-On. And then, of course, Briggs & Riley here, one of my favorite brands, lifetime guaranteed luggage, and fantastic brand. We can talk about more of that at the end, but what else are we looking at here, Michelle?
For the home, again, pieces that just make your life better every single day. Love cooking with my Lodge. Love having a good steak knife. And as so many of you know, I really do enjoy cooking. And so using my Kangshan knives just to make that moment enjoyable and easy and effortless, it just makes those pieces so much better. So when you give it as an event, and then you use it every day, it just makes you happy.
Yeah. Well, we kind of glossed over Briggs and Riley there, but you want to tell us a little bit about your favorite part about that specific brand?
Briggs and Riley, the organization, so is so huge for me. It was on prepping for my trip. So having that great toiletry bag and just organized and be able to see what I'm pulling together in my packing cubes. It just makes me start my trip off stress free. And then when I get there, I can hang everything up and again be organized. It just puts your mind at ease when you're going from place to place.
Yeah, for sure. And then going back to the home section, I know Greg from Lodge Cast Iron and Andrew from Kangshan signed up for the webinar. If you guys are on watching, thank you so much for your support. Again, you guys make us shine. We appreciate it. We have 3 more RSVP comments we want to look at here. The third one's pretty long, but let's talk about the first 2. We got some great President's Club experience in here, but Ryan from the Carrot Fertility mentions about personalization. Talk a little bit about what personalization helps elevate the experience, Michelle.
So definitely we have many different ways we can brand the experience for the customer. So that can be from the possibility of an item that's branded, or that we do something with a custom note card, or anything else that can make it personal. And we'll work with you one-on-one based upon your product choice and your needs and timing, that we give you the best options for that need.
Yeah, love it, love it. And then Ashley Sullivan here from Horaeus Medical, I hope I said that right. She mentions the Sphere in Vegas, which I've always wanted to attend, and IMAX. There was a private event at the Sphere at IMAX this last fall. But talk a little bit about our involvement with IMAX, Michelle, since this is mentioned.
Yeah, I had the honor of attending IMAX last year, along with Carly, who many of you know, and she's on now. But then we're going to be attending, I believe, again this year. So very excited to meet so many people. Again, have that face-to-face opportunity to hear about what your needs are, and then to share what's new and trending within the gifting market.
For sure. So people, if you're on here and you're attending IMAX, make sure to book an appointment with Incentive Concepts, and we'd love to meet with you. You can meet with Michelle, you can meet with Carly, a couple of other of our teammates will be on site as well. So fantastic. Okay, we're going to shift gears a little bit now, because once a client settles on kind of their theme, their budget, and what type of products they want to offer, along with a representative like yourself, what kind of happens next?
Next, we work on all those important details that come into curating your collection with you. So we work with you no matter if it's a pre-gift, pre-event gift, on-site gifting, post-event gift, bulk purchase, or a virtual gifting, which we're going to talk a little bit more about too.
Yeah. And actually, this photo is from maybe about a month ago, I think, at an event you attended. Tell us a little bit about this specific setup we're looking at here.
It is. So this is 3 of our favorite brands. And we did a nice on-site gifting event here. So everyone was able to choose from an item of their choice. And then we also get to interact, tell them a little bit about the product and share some product knowledge while you're there on site as well. So we have Briggs and Riley, Bose, SoundLink speakers, or cashmere counter items. So great hands-on touch opportunity.
Yeah, and a very clean and classy look of our setup. I think that makes it very important for clients. So we actually have a video that we're going to show right now. It's about 40 seconds, 45 seconds, and this is one of our actual on-site event gifting experience in action. So Michelle, I'm going to roll this clip right now. Here we go. Very cool. That video really gives viewers a nice overview and a great sense for how one of our on-site gifting programs operates. Any thoughts, Michelle?
I just love how we're able to connect with the attendees, give a product knowledge, and ask them what item works best in their life.
Yeah.
and really, really connect.
Yeah. And will you be able to share that video? Absolutely, Deborah. Look for a follow-up email and we'll be able to share that video. And if you don't receive it, ask and we can definitely share it with you. It's on our YouTube channel too. Okay, we're going to shift over to our next agenda topic now, and that's all about our virtual gifting platform. Give us a quick hit overview of this before we actually show the demo.
So the virtual gifting platform, sometimes it works better to just provide a selection of items, curated items that Carly and I would, or your sales rep in general, would work with you on based upon your needs. And we can provide bigger items that might not work well for a take away from an event, but then you can log on, put in a redemption code, all customized site for you, and have the item shipped wherever you would like.
Yeah, and this is the actual event card and packaging that the event cards come in. You can include a customized note. We can also send these digitally, I think, Michelle?
We can. So then it really works best for your needs and what you have in mind.
Okay, great. Let's shift over to the actual redemption site now, and you and I can kind of talk through what we're looking at here. So let's look at this site right now. Go ahead.
So you have the Your Event Card site. You then put in your specialized code. We've got a great generic one we're going to put in.
Right.
But everything's unique to the recipient. From there, it's customized background colors, logos, embedded video from the leader of your group, the president, whomever it may be, that they are able to give you a specialized message.
Okay, and then I think you click Shop Now here, and what happens next?
You get your selection of items. And something to point out is it never has a price point, but you get a full shopping experience where it can tell you details about each item. You can also log on, look at colors.
And in this case, I think we're going to select a different color here. Sound like Micro. Blue, I think, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. And so we add that to the cart, and then what happens here?
So when you add it to the cart, you're able to choose where it ships to. So if it's better to ship to home, office, maybe you want to gift it to someone else, you have that choice. So it truly is the gift of choice.
Love it. I love how this works. So turnkey, simple, and the products get shipped within what, 24, 48 hours or?
That's always our goal. Yeah.
And here's the confirmation that is received. As you can see, there's no price listed there. Anything else you want to mention about this process, Michelle?
You'll receive shipping and tracking information. And then we also work with the planner to provide a weekly report showing what items are shipped, what people have ordered, any open codes. And so we work with you through that redemption process as well.
Okay. We're getting close to time, but we want to launch this poll next because what we're going to do, folks, is for people that take this poll, your name will be entered into a drawing for actually one of those event cards, and the winning recipient will receive a code you can redeem for a gift from brands like Bose, Briggs & Riley, Kang Chan, a couple of others, and you'll be able to redeem that and get that shipped off to you, to a client, to a friend, to a family member, whatever. So let's go ahead and launch this poll right now. And Michelle, if you can just verbally tell me that it's on the screen. There we go. So
there it is.
There it is. So tell us a little bit about your biggest challenge with gifting. Is it the budget? Is it the universal appeal, your timelines, finding the right vendor, availability based on current market uncertainties? And we'd love to see what you can say here. And then the second question is, what type of events do you provide for gifts? Hopefully you can see that one, Michelle. Sales incentives, employee recognition.
We're not seeing that one, Andy. We're still on number one.
Okay. That's strange. I think you can click through it here, folks, and look here. I think people are taking it. Absolutely. I think people can click through it here, Michelle. And then finally, what matters most to your event attendees? So we have brand recognition, usefulness, personalization, experience-based, sustainability, and others. So are you able to see kind of the results up there, Michelle, at all, or?
Oh, some people say it's not working for them. Others are having luck. So making sure you're clicking through each page as you're submitting would be great.
Yep. Yeah, I think you do have to submit here. I'm going to go ahead and submit mine just to make sure that we're doing it right. Anyway, people are submitting. We appreciate it. You can look in the chat too, and I believe that'll tell you what the where to go. Here we go. Looking up some responses here. Biggest challenge with gifting looks like universal appeal. And then what types of events you provide gifts for. It's a split between sales incentives and corporate meetings. And then the usefulness is the one that matters most to your event attendees. So hopefully you're able to see that. We appreciate that. Okay. We're getting close to time here. We're actually at 11:30, but I do want to thank everybody for attending. It looks like there are some questions out there. Michelle, any questions that you want to kind of specifically cover here at this point in the chat?
It's been hard to keep up with so many. I love that Carly, Kevin, Mary Pat have been jumping in and answering. If there's any that we're missing or that you still want to send in, we will definitely reach out to you with an email and get all your questions answered. We would love a chance to talk to you more.
Love it, love it. And thank you so much for your work here, Michelle, and to everyone that joined today. Again, we'll be sending a follow-up email with a recording of this webinar. You can share it with your team. There will also be some other resources in there. We'll also let everyone know who the winner of the event card was. Our next webinar is scheduled for Tuesday, June 24th, and it's called The Finest Kitchenware. We got Mark Brickler and myself will be hosting that. We'll be highlighting premium kitchen essentials that are built to last, so make sure to tune in for that. Go over to incentiveconcepts.com/webinars to sign up there. And if you have any questions, please reach out. So happy early summer. Enjoy the rest of your day. Michelle, again, thank you so much. And thanks to everyone for attending. Take care.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.